Hey everyone, welcome back to Sonder County. So in the last poll that I made, I requested, a couple of new video ideas, and one of you guys requested an entertainment zone as the second most voted category. So we're going to do that. And I decided that in honor of me being gone for a month, I'm going to make a formal apology by creating one of the most ridiculous amusement parks that you're going to ever see in your entire life. It's going to be the Everything Park, as I would like to call it, and it is going to be Sonder County's attempt at creating the most pretentious, disgusting, and eyesore-looking park you have ever seen in your entire life. But it'll be fun to visit. So, without further ado, we're getting right into this. You can see me clearing out some land right now, and you can notice that it looks kind of small. Typically, a lot of amusement parks are much larger, but this one is smaller. Why? Well, that's because Paradox Interactive decided that when they were going to make City Skylines 2, they figured that it would make sense to not include any ability to create a custom park. So it leaves me to use modding, Move It, and, all these weird mods from Paradox Mods in order to create one myself. And after 2 or 3 game crashes and a bunch of lag, I managed to create the most ridiculous park you've ever seen in your entire life. But I feel like that this is definitely up for discussion given the fact that Paradox Interactive has been really lackluster with City Skylines 2. I know that they mentioned that they were going to update the game when they dropped the new DLC, which I guess makes sense considering the fact that Paradox Interactive is notorious for doing that, and so are a lot of other companies. I mean, it makes sense given the fact that when you release a DLC, you'd have to update the game so that it can handle the DLC that you're releasing, which would, as a matter of fact, would create a patch note. However, I think that City Skylines 2 is not in the position to be able to do that, on a frequent basis, and if that's how they're going to be updating the game in the future, I might lean away from it, and I might play City Skylines 1, I'm not going to lie. Listen, I love City Skylines 2, okay, but this video making the amusement park definitely proved some of City Skylines 2's limitations. I know I've said in previous episodes where, I'm pushing City Skylines 2 to the limit. This is the one where I was actually pushing it to the limit in terms of, asset holding, the amount of, props you can place down in one area. The lag was extreme, and I noticed that my computer was noticeably dipping down below 60 frames per second. Typically, I run the game at 244, so it matches my refresh rate. This one dipped below 60. City Skylines 1 wouldn't do that as much, and if it did do it, it'd do it for a second because it's auto-saving. Which, City Skylines 2, by the way, why do you keep disabling my autosave feature? I don't know why you keep doing that, because I lost 30 minutes of progress in this video, and I had to restart. It was awful. Listen, this build was absolutely terrible to do, and I hope that Paradox Interactive locks the hell in for the rest of the year, because, good lord, does the community need it. Anyways, how did I make this build? Well, using a lot of the parking assets, which, by the way, I can thank Paradox Interactive for adding this into City Skylines 2. Makes my life a lot easier. I went off of, a basic county fair layout. Typically, they have it in these rings, quote-unquote, where parking is on the outer ring, along with maintenance, say, police, medical, fire, in case of, you need that stuff, some backup generators, and then, of course, say, some park maintenance areas, which I just placed down a park maintenance depot later on. And then this inner ring that I created is the sort of, main walking area that people are going to use to get around the outskirts of the park without having to get crushed by a car, since I decided to use pedestrian streets so that didn't happen. Now, originally, I was actually going to create, a proper county fair, and it was going to have, barn animals and stuff, and then I realized, yeah, this isn't possible to do. Maybe I'm just not creative enough. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm just not creative enough, but I am creative enough to create this monstrosity that I made today, so I guess stick around and you'll see why I call this a monstrosity. So this was me literally just trying to find, and this is when I realized, I was like, oh shoot, the assets that I have available to me is, nothing. But you can see me placing down the park maintenance depot, and then you can see me just kind of, placing stuff down, okay, how's this gonna look? And then this is when I got the idea to be you know what, I'm gonna make this look really ridiculous. So then this is when I went ahead and I got a Ferris wheel going, I think. At least in this part of the video, I'm pretty sure I was changing my music again, yeah. I gotta listen to breakcore when I do this stuff, or else I'm not gonna get any progress done. Because I remember I did it last session with, smooth jazz in the background. Doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. So originally, this was going to be, a big concert area where, a stage was going to be. But then I figured that, hey, you know what? concerts in fairs and amusement parks are usually held in like the main area. You know what I'm saying? Like the main section. So then this is when I decided, I was like, you know what? What if I just place this down? What if I just place down a giant Ferris wheel and then I build everything off of the Ferris wheel? So I guess the Ferris wheel isn't the centerpiece because it's not in the center of the park, but it's more or less the off-center piece. I don't know. I'm not creative with words, guys. You got to really lay off of me with that, okay? Not like anyone is on me. Besides the speed of my videos, which I'm going to go ahead and assume that this video is going to be just as bad in terms of speed. I'm trying my best, but I think I just need to stop talking as fast. This video isn't really a tutorial. It's more of just a showcase of what Cities Skylines can do, and also me complaining about what it can't do. Like creating a custom park. Paradox, why'd you get rid of that, man? We had a good thing going, and then you scrapped it for the second game. Like, they could have added so many awesome and, like, sweet freaking DLCs, and then they were just like, nah, let's just scrap them, because I guess we don't determine them to be important. Which, okay, fine, whatever. I don't really care anyways. I never cared about your stupid thing. I never cared about your stupid game anyways. No, not really. Alright. So, this area is where I determined that the concert was going to be, the concert hall. Figured Sonder County would probably have like a notorious local band or an international band. I don't know, maybe Metallica plays it here all the time. Yeah, they go out into the Midwest and be like, yeah, dude, what's going on, you stupid Midwesterners? That sounds like a slur. I'm not going to say that again. Anyways. So, yeah, I wanted this place to be lit up like a freaking Christmas tree. You can see me sinking them down because those street lights are way too big. I don't know why they're so tall. Anywho, yeah, so food stands. Isn't that a staple of any sort of county park or any amusement park? I'm just going to keep calling this an amusement park. I keep saying or. It's an amusement park at this point. It's too pretentious to be a county fair. Anyways, yes, this amusement park. Of course there's going to be food stands at an amusement park. Why wouldn't there be? I mean, how else are you going to enjoy an amusement park if you're not stuffing your face with deep-fried batter? Yeah, of course. I know you're that type of person who likes the funnel cakes, okay? And look, I like them too. Actually, no, that's a fat lie. No, I don't. No, I don't like them at all. They're kind of bad. Oh, by the way, a crash is going to happen in like 30 seconds, so get ready for that. Yeah, so this is like my biggest complaint right now is the fact that the game just crashes when it decides to. Yep, there it goes. You know, I had a good thing going, too, and then it decided to ruin the moment. I'm not going to cut this out. Oh, there's my face. Yeah, no, I'm not going to cut that out because I want... Also, look at this. This is 5 times speed. Look at how long it takes the game to load. Cities Skylines 1 didn't do that, but I feel like... You know, I feel like it's hard to compare these two games because Cities Skylines 2 runs off of a completely different graphics engine, and Cities Skylines 1 relies on, like... forgot which one it is. I think it's Unity. I think it used Unity. I think that's why it was so easy to mod, is because it used Unity. Look at how long this took. I was just scrolling on my phone while doing this, by the way. Like, while waiting for this game to load, I was just scrolling on my phone because I was like, oh, yep, it doesn't even load at all. It just doesn't. Yeah, see? Anyways, we're back in. We're locking in. And I had to restart all of the chairs. Ugh, this was the most painstaking process of the whole park, was creating all these stupid chairs everywhere. But I figured like thousands of people are probably going to be here at a given time. By the way, at the end of the video, that never happened. I think it's because my population isn't high enough for people to actually feel inclined to go visit these. Nor do I have enough tourists. I mean, I only have 2 towns and 1 like half city. So I guess it makes sense for not a lot of people to be here. And then I tried to copy and paste these everywhere, and then I just ended up moving the Ferris wheel. So I was like, I guess I'm hand placing these all now. Which, whatever, I guess that's fine. It gives it that home-baked feel. Question mark? I don't really know. But yeah, I mean, you know, when it comes down to creating an amusement park, I feel like it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Have enough chairs for everybody, have enough food for everybody, and most importantly, add as much crap as you can in order to... You know what, like, social media does? Like, how it's, like, engineered to be, like, taking your attention span away? That's, like, exactly what I mean by an amusement park. Like, its goal is to keep you there as freaking long as possible. So your goal when creating an amusement park is add in as much stuff as possible, but remember to do it in rings. You know what I'm saying? Like, the outer ring, right, has to have parking. The ring after that has to have, like, say, like, the main centerpieces. Usually it can go opposite, where, like, the centerpieces are in the center of the park, but sometimes they can do it in the outskirts, so you get hit with, like, the, whoa, this place is cool, I want to explore it more. Like what I'm doing right now, like, I'm adding all the cool stuff on the outside, and then as it goes inside, it becomes more calm. Think of the Eiffel Tower in Paris. You know, like, there's, like, a gigantic, like, park area where people can just kind of lounge around and hang out, and they can look at the Eiffel Tower. But as you go closer to it, it just becomes more crazy and awesome, because it's like, whoa, I'm in front of the Eiffel Tower, guys. You know, I know it's, like, whatever. It's just a building. That's what, like, that's what them liberals would say. That's what them liberals would say about the Eiffel Tower. I don't know. I'm not, we don't do politics here. We do city building. And that is what I'm doing. My failed attempt at any sort of city building. God help us all. Yeah, this amusement park was literally just the everything park. I think I'm going to call it that, unless you guys have a better name for it. But I consider the fact that there's a basketball stadium here, a concert hall, a Ferris wheel, and there's going to be a giant observation tower that I'm going to add in. Like, I really did want this to be the most ridiculous and pretentious park that you've ever seen in your entire life, because I feel like Sonder County is that type of county to do that, to add that into the county, because they're like, you know what? The people want, like, what do we want? We want a really stupidly annoying amusement park. And it was voted in because it's just like a tax write-off saying, like, hey, we have, like, tourist attractions. Give us money, please, please. Like, that, I think that that's what the government would probably look at it as. It's just like, oh, yeah, we got to give these people money so that they can upkeep their stupid amusement park that nobody goes to. Also because it's literally at the edge of the county. I think once we fill in the rest of the county with towns and, like, life, then yeah, I think that this place will get used a little bit more. But for now, it's essentially useless, and it's just a giant hunk of metal, which is your goal with an amusement park. You genuinely do want to make it as stupid and annoying as possible, which is exactly what I did. I added in a skate park, and then, see, now we go in, and we make things calm. We make things serene. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, see, now we have a nice area where we can go have a picnic with your wife and kids while you talk tea. And then, bam! An observation tower. I was gonna put a taller one, but I was like, I don't want to do that. I don't want, like, an actual eyesore. I want it to where you, like, zoom in on a city, like, you can't just see the amusement park in the background. No. We're gonna have it be a little bit more serene than not, okay? Like, I'm gonna try, okay? I tried my best to hold myself back. I could have made this look way more ridiculous, but I decided not to, okay? Anyways, yeah, well, what are we thinking so far, by the way? Drop down a comment below what you think of this, how you think this park looks. Do you think it looks like garbage? I do too, don't worry. But it's genuinely because Paradox Interactive doesn't add in the materials to actually do anything with it. Like, this is about as much as you can do. Like, I hope that the next, like, update adds in, like, some small parks. But they added that in the last update. More small parks. Things to actually create a park. Not, like, a little, like, nook, you know, inside of a city. Like, I don't want to build a big city. I want to build a spread out county. When is Paradox Interactive going to realize that most people who play this game usually build like that? Because most people can't really handle building a giant city. And neither can I. So, I guess that makes sense. Whatever. Anyways, yeah, I didn't really have a lot of ideas for this amusement park. I ran out of ideas, and I guess I feel like that's kind of how it works in real life. You just kind of plan, and you just kind of build stuff, and you're just like, yeah, this is how it's gonna be. This is how it has to work. People are gonna love it, and then people do. People do every time. That's how we are. We're Americans. Yeah, I'm an American. I love going to overpriced amusement parks that don't have a nice layout to them, and I spend way too much money. Yeah. Oh, only to spend half my time there trying to find parking. That's like a golden, you know, it's a golden rule if you're an American. Everybody knows what I'm talking about there. If you're European, you guys probably, like, teleport there or something. From what I've heard about Europe, you guys are, like, you know, like the almighty god rulers of the world. You guys just teleport everywhere. I think it's just because you guys have an efficient transportation system, but hey, what do I know, right? Yeah, so anyways, yeah, this build. What do we think? I think it looks like poo-poo doo-doo garbage. Like, it genuinely doesn't look good. Unless you guys have, like, any other reservations on it. Honestly, I kind of want your guys' ideas, because I want to genuinely make this thing look as ridiculous as possible. So if you guys have anything else you want me to add to it, please do so, because I think that it's really funny. This park looks stupid, and I want it to continue to look really stupid. But I did end up going in and decorating it. Like, I didn't want to make it look like a complete eyesore. I wanted to make it look like it did serve a purpose. And it was just a simple little area where people can go and spend their disposable income, if you have any, these days. But I guess that, I mean, this county is set in, like, 2015, like, 2010, 2015-ish. I know it says on the bottom October 2028. That's a lie, okay? I just don't know how to change the date. So I guess this is when people did have disposable income, and it was just after the housing crisis and just before, you know, the big C virus. I don't think I can say that on YouTube still. I think they still, like, denounce you. God forbid you do that. Which I don't know why they ever did that, but anyways, that's a whole other topic. Yeah, no, this build, it was evil. That's all I have to say about it. This is Big Brett doing evil things in City Skylines 2 because he's sleep deprived, mildly depressed, and does not know what to do with his life right now. So he wants to make something really stupid and idiotic in City Skylines 2. So yeah, this is like literally the build. I think there's like 2.5 minutes left. I don't really know what else to say about it. I tried to get other people to come to the park by making a bus line. I ended up getting rid of it because I'm like, that's not really realistic to have a free bus line that's going to go to an amusement park. It's like, hey, come on down. You want to spend your money? Yeah, you can come on down to the amusement park. It's how it works. Yep. They gotta add arcades. Once they add arcades, then, like, I'll fill in, like, the area with, like, actual stuff. I guess this is more of a dynamic park. It'll change over time, I guess. Or maybe it won't, and I'll forget about it. No, I won't forget about it, because now my game runs at 50 frames a second. So, there you go. I hope you guys are happy with this video, because I'm sure not. No, I'm happy with it. Don't worry. I'm happy with everything. Everything I do is for you guys. Do you know how much I have to sacrifice in order to get these videos out? Nothing. It's like 2 hours of my time, and it's a lot of blood, sweat, tears, and swearing. Like, a lot of swearing. Okay, like, nothing gives me a sailor mouth more than playing this game. Oh my goodness. I could play Hearts of Iron 4, and I wouldn't get as stressed out as I do when I play City Skylines 2. This is supposed to be a sandbox game, and yet I play a military strategy game, and I don't get as affected. Like, I don't... Paradox, please, please, please lock in, man. Please, I'm begging you. Because this park looks ridiculous and unacceptable. But, I mean, you know what? At the end of the day, guys, this park looks stupid. Okay, that's all I have to say. That's all I have to say about it. I don't know what else to say about it. I don't know what else you want me to say about it. But yeah, I mean, subscribe, guys, because this genuinely did take me forever. I had to cut out a lot of the other times the game crashed, like, genuinely. Like, it was bad. But, I mean, you know, it's... I hope they gotta update this game soon, man, because goodness gracious. But hey, you know what? I think that this park looks a little cool. It looks a little cool, especially look at this. Look at this cool little target that I put in the middle. It's supposed to be ridiculous, I know. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little rant about my hatred for playing this game, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Not all my videos are like this, but I really need to get a video out since I apologize for not posting the past month. My life has been absolutely insane, and it is still insane, so I wouldn't expect anything more than like 1 post a month, which I guess is a lot more than some people can ask for. But anyways, guys, yeah, no, I'll try and do these builds more often. It was kind of fun creating a lot of ridiculous stuff and not taking this county as seriously, because after all, this is my hobby, not my job. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below what you want to see next. And if you want to see crazier builds like this, leave a comment down below. And if you want to see calmer builds, still leave a comment down below. So, everybody, my name is Brett. This was Sonder County, episode something or another. And yeah, let's hope that this park doesn't fall to the ground because it doesn't look very structurally sound. Alright, everybody. Peace out. Stay frosty, stay curious, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!